Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're listening to the podcast Capturing Magic. I'm Bill Rogers, the voice of Disney. Thanks very much for listening.
Hey everyone, welcome to Capturing Magic. I am Steph Clay and I'm here today with Tonya Hickman, who can be found at everymagicmoment.com, and her social media handle username is TanyaH666. Hi Tonya.
Hello.
And we also have Heather Winfield here with us today, who can be found at heatherw.com/character and heatherw25 on all social media. Hi Heather.
Hi.
Thanks for being here today, girls.
Thank you.
We are doing more Disneyland Paris.
Yay.
Okay, I'm excited. We're going to be talking about Heather's favorite thing today. And we're going to be talking about characters and kind of your experiences with the characters in Disneyland Paris. Who's going to start?
I can
start. I can start.
I'll start. I'll just touch briefly on the there are characters out, like the main characters in their special 25th anniversary blue outfits. So they'll be out in those all year long for the anniversary, kind of how, Disneyland did the 60th outfits for a whole year. They do those same type of deal, but they're solid blue outfits. They're really cute. The characters at Disneyland Paris, though, only meet till like 4, Heather. They go in early. I think it's like 4. They're signs. But so you kind of have to get there early to meet them. And then on in their 25th anniversary outfits, you can meet Goofy and Pluto switch out in one spot. Minnie has
there's
a
no
spot.
Together. No. Goofy and Pluto are together, and they switch out with Daisy.
With Daisy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because we met Daisy. I remember now. Okay. With Daisy. And then Minnie has her own spot, and Donald has his own spot.
Right. And Donald's is like really elaborate.
Yeah, it's really elaborate. It's got a really cool backdrop stage thing. And then Mickey and who else?
Chippendale.
You can only meet during extra magic hours in the morning.
Yeah.
And even we heard from some people that they went every day to extra magic hours and never got Mickey.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I don't know what the deal was with that.
Yeah, and I know like at the start, like when they first changed over to like the anniversary stuff, like they had Marie meeting and like Miss Bunny, and then I don't know where they went because we didn't see them at all the whole time we were there, and we looked.
They had special blue bows, and Marie with the blue bow would have been really cute. But yeah, so they have those special characters in their special 25th anniversary outfit. So if you want to meet them in those outfits, you have to meet them during the anniversary. And then
they all meet like towards the front of the park. So
they all meet towards the front of the park. So that's really easy to do.
So like, I think the reason why they do that with Mickey is because he has his own room. So he's all the way in the back of the park in Fantasyland. So he meets like the whole day. So I don't know if that's why he only meets during extra magic hours. So I thought like when we went in, like I thought he was going to be in his anniversary thing, and he's not. He's just in his regular outfit.
Yeah.
Back in Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and like that always looked like it was a long wait.
And it's not Mickey's house, is it? No, it's not Mickey's house.
No, it just said
like
Meet
a building.
Mickey.
Yeah, it's just like a Meet Mickey building. But it has the same sort of thing that like Disneyland has, where you wait in the queue and they have cartoons playing and stuff.
Yeah, and then the room looks like the one at Disney World, like Magic Kingdom.
Yeah,
like that. It's like his magician thing, like in the little props. Because like Tanya kept pointing them out, and I'm like, yeah, that's at Disney World.
I'm like, look how cool these are, and she's like, do we have these? Never mind.
I want new things.
They're new to me.
Funny.
And then as far as I feel like a lot of the time they have kind of the same characters that meet in, I mean, they change obviously sometimes, but like you can pretty much always meet. Peter Pan is out. Mm-hmm. They have a really cool, I mean, Heather will talk about Peter Pan in a second, but they have a really cool like setup to meet Jafar. I really liked that. It was like a whole Agrabah built into the land, like
yeah, they have a whole like their Adventureland, they have a whole like Aladdin kind of
it's very Aladdin.
Yeah. It's very cool. So like he meets in this one area, and they have I think Aladdin and Jasmine used to meet there, but they moved over, but they're still meeting too. They were like when you first entered Adventureland from the castle area, so like they were meeting like against the wall, which I thought was a really weird spot because it was for the line was like had nowhere to go. But yeah, Jafar had the lamp, and then it had the smoke from it.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah, it was really cool.
It was like made really cool pictures, like just like the smoke in the picture.
That's
until
cool.
It wasn't a stream of smoke, and then you just got a cloudy photo. Wait for the smoke to clear, people.
And he has his staff there too, which is cool because at least at Disney World, like he hasn't had that in years when like you meet him. So
yeah,
that's cool. And just keep talking about different characters,
go
or
for it.
did you have anything else? Okay. Yeah, like there wasn't really anyone that you would meet in the park that you can't meet. I mean, unless they kind of randomly put them out. But they did have Peter Pan out, and he usually meets with Wendy. But when I was there, it was just him. But he has these pointy ears there, and I think they do that at Tokyo also. But so it's different. So if you're like me and just like that different outfits and different things, like I would make sure to meet him. And so he meets in Adventureland, and well, so they have sometimes they'll have Hook and Smee there. They have a Princess Hall, which we sadly didn't go into. Tanya was happy because she doesn't like meeting the princesses, but, but like
I'm not a princess person.
They like switch out same thing, like kind of the ones here where like you don't really know who you're going to get until you get in there. So they have like 2, I think, in there, and
Jack Sparrow.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget that? Yeah, he meets. When we were there, one of the really unfortunate things was Pirates is closed.
And Space Mountain.
Space Mountain, yeah, but Pirates is supposedly like the best one. So like the whole area kind of thing was to get back there was closed, but they have the Skull Rock and the ship and whatever. So right around there is where Jack Sparrow meets. So that's cool. And then I think
we didn't get to see it, but that's cool.
But I guess he does because he really only meets like at parties. So I guess he is different from a regular normal park day. Yeah, was there trying to think if there's anyone else that's
Darth Vader.
Oh yeah, they had but he talked. But he didn't talk.
That's a whole new area for them. They just, when we were there, they had just opened up they finally got the new version of Star Tours.
Mm-hmm.
And that meet and greet area was new because it used to be a shop. From what I was told.
Yeah, I think he should have spoken in French.
He should have. Oh my gosh, that would have been funny.
Well, when they had like the Star Tours, he speaks in French in that. Yeah. And he doesn't sound that scary in speaking in French. Like, oh, not really that scared of you anymore. Yeah, so yeah, he meets there, and I'm just like, because I'm trying to go around the park and then trying to think if they have, sometimes they'll have out over where they have Casey's area, which is in Fantasyland. I have to say too, Casey's, the train ride is way faster there than it is at Disneyland. It's like, you think it's like this little slow ride, and you sit on it, and all of a sudden go. It's just really bad. It's not like a thrill ride, but it still is way faster than you think it's going to, and it's like it's hard to take pictures. It's going so fast. So
I wonder if it has to do with like regulations on how fast things can go in the U.S.
Regulations. Oh, there, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That is a park of zero regulations. Let me tell you that right now.
I can tell you, as someone who tries to avoid taking steps right now, because I was there with a broken foot, and it was like, it is not an ADA compliant park. We'll just say that, and it was, yeah. But yeah, it's still beautiful. But yeah, that particular ride and stuff has that. But yeah, so but in that like kind of, there's like a walkway, so sometimes they'll have like random characters come out, and a lot of times it's like the princesses, and sometimes with their prince, and it's like you're in the wrong area when the human beast comes out, and then you're like, no, I missed it. But I don't really know what particular time, but they'll have characters come out there. They also have at the Studios Park, they'll have random characters come out somewhere around like the front. I know I've seen like Mary Poppins and Tigger and Eeyore and again princesses. So like they'll randomly have some of them out, which is nice. But I have a friend who works there, and he was saying like they've gone more towards the way it is here, that like they used to mostly be roaming, but now they have the whole line thing and they don't really like that. So, but yeah, that's mostly the way it is there. And we did see Tigger and Eeyore outside the Plaza restaurant one time. So like, and it was people just, again, kind of just mulling around. But yeah, we were able to get in there and get
They literally came from backstage, like right there, walked like 10 feet, stopped, took their photos. We're out there with the guests for, their 20 minutes or whatever it is. And then they walked back. It's
really cute. So yeah, they had that. And then the other thing is, I don't really know where else to talk about this. Like, we always talk about PhotoPass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only place you see PhotoPass is with like characters and when they're like in that set specific place. So like I
took a picture of the process to buy PhotoPass. You can buy it at any counter in any store, and you just pick up the little box. It's like 59 euros.
Yeah,
it's 59 euros. And yeah, the only pictures you're gonna get are if a character. Most of the meet and greets, the official meet and greets, I think had PhotoPass, so you'll get those pictures, and you'll get ride photos. There's no roaming PhotoPass. There's no random PhotoPass. Like, they're with specific characters and ride photos.
There's none in front of the castle, none on Main Street. There's none. They have like all these photo spots for the anniversary. There's none there. So like we didn't end up getting it. And there was one time where they had a PhotoPass with the character, and so they gave us a card. So they have a PhotoPass app. So I thought, okay, when I get home, I'll put them on there, and so I'll see if I want to buy them. But you can't do that. If you get a card like that, you need to go, there's places in the park, and then you can look at them there, and then they will let you, like, I guess, buy the PhotoPass or whatever. But you can't just, like, add it to the app and then buy it that way. I found that out the hard way.
So you didn't come all the way home before you found that out, did you?
Yeah, I did.
So you don't have any of your photos? Any of your PhotoPass photos?
Well, luckily somebody in our group had an annual pass, so we were able to get a couple ride photos.
Oh.
But that's it.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't, like I said, there was hardly any PhotoPass. It was with Daisy, and there was, I think maybe that was it, because sometimes they weren't there, and yeah.
With so that's Mickey in his main meeting area, they had PhotoPass there.
Yeah. But
wow.
But again, honestly, it wasn't going to be worth the 59 euros.
I mean, most
for
of
them to maybe turn out,
Yeah, because like a lot of the ones that we did were outside, so it wasn't like when you go to, some of the stuff was inside, but again, like we didn't go into the princess room, so that's a lot of times why I feel like you need the photo passes, so because the lighting there is so bad, or they take a lot of pictures when you're like interacting, but there wasn't any of that. It was like they just took a picture at the end, and like
they were not taking interacting photos.
Yeah. So it wasn't, and like I saw them, they had an ad for it on the bus, but otherwise I didn't really see them pushing too much. I was in line when I was trying to buy something once, and there was someone else who was trying to get like the PhotoPass, and the guy was trying to explain it to her, and it seemed very complicated. So I don't know what the deal was, but.
Interesting.
Yeah, I took pictures of like the box and stuff when we saw it in one of the stores. I'll have to look at it because it had like the rules and all the process like written out on the box.
Yeah, the only time I really wish that we had it was like in front of the castle at night, because like that, is always one of those hard things to get. But otherwise, we took pictures, I guess.
Yeah. We did what we could.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. So,
well,
that's not like they're like
Walt
Disney Studios
They have one set up like right in the front, and we met Goofy. Does anybody else meet there besides Goofy in that one spot?
I mean, in that spot it's Goofy, and he has a special outfit he only has there. So he's like in this director's thing. So that's really cute. I think Buzz meets like over by Toy Story Land. We never really went into it, but I've seen pictures.
Okay.
So I think that, like I said, I know that they have some random characters come out.
And they meet in the same like. The way that park is set up is really odd.
Yeah.
Like, you walk into the park, and there's, like, I'm going to call it an esplanade area, because that's what it reminds me of. Like, an esplanade area with, like, the goofy
fountain.
setup. Yeah, the fountain, the goofy setup to me, the random character on the other side, a store, and then you have to walk into a soundstage to get into the rest of the park. And in this soundstage is like a poor man's Buena Vista Street. Like, it's weird. It's indoor, and how would you describe that? I don't. It's in a soundstage. It's in a soundstage, and it's like.
And there's it's very. I'm trying to think. It seemed like Universal to me, like this area.
Yeah, it has that feel to it where it's supposed to be like a movie set sort of thing. Like like we were talking about how everything was spruced up for the anniversary on another show. Like that was Disneyland Park. They didn't they did not spruce up
touch this park because it seemed very. I know it opened in the 90s. Like that's what it felt like. It hadn't been touched since then. They had like a band there, which was cool, a live band. And
it was all food and some shops and stuff, and but it was just a weird way to get into the
It's weird because you were outside, and then you had to go inside, and then you come back outside, and then that's where they had the partner statue.
And it's like a bottleneck. It's like a bottleneck to get you in and out. So, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, once you're out, you can go either way, and it opens up. But it was like a weird, their take on a Hollywood Main Street, I guess. It was weird.
But yeah, they have this area, I forget exactly where it was, but it's the store, and then next to it, it was kind of like when they had the animation building at Disney World. Like they had a thing you used to be able to draw, but now you can't. Everything there is closed. But there they have a meet and greet, and I guess they change it out depending on the movie, because it used to be Moana, and then when we were there, they had Belle meeting there. She wasn't meeting at that time; she was done already, because like Tanya said, they finish early. But Belle normally meets there in her yellow dress.
Seeing Moana stuff there is fun because they call her Vaiana.
Yeah.
It's spelled differently. So that was always fun. They had the reusable tote bags with her on them, and they said Vaiana, so I made sure to get one of those.
Cute.
Yeah, I should have bought something. I took a lot of pictures of the stuff with it, but yeah, so I wish they had her still meeting there, but she wasn't. And they have this weird, I guess we keep saying it's weird because it's just a strange park. They know that
setup. Too. Yeah, it's a
But they had this area which is kind of like the way Hollywood Studios was with the streets. So they have the rain, the umbrella, and then next to that is where they have the rock and roller coaster. And so, but all the way in the back there, that's where they have a meet and greet for Spider-Man. So it's really hidden, but yeah, it's all the way back here. And
but his meet and greet is supposedly kind of cool, though, right?
Yes, that one person said it, but someone else was I don't know. So I have only seen pictures of him looking normal. Someone else is saying he was upside down. I don't know. I haven't really seen pictures of that, but I wish we had gone in there to look, but we were not in the park that much.
Yeah, there's not that many characters to meet there. You can literally run in, get that picture with the cute Goofy, and then run out. But other than that, I don't think that's probably it for the majority of park characters.
Okay, we wanted to mention on this show as well, and then we'll go into it in more detail in the food episode, but there are some characters that you can meet at character dining, correct? That are kind of a neat treat.
Yes. We only did one. There is more than one character dining, I'm sure.
No, we did two.
We
did two different. Yeah. Well, first of all, there's one that we didn't do. There's a princess dining one, and so that's at Disneyland Park, and that actually looks really cute. And they have some of the princesses there. I've seen pictures. Sometimes Susie and Pearl are there, but I don't know if it's always. But I think there's 4 princesses. It looks like any of the princess meals. So they have that. So we didn't do that. And then we did the one that I guess Tanya's forgetting is there's a breakfast at the Plaza Gardens. Yeah, so they have the breakfast. They have all different, all the meals, but only at breakfast they have characters. So it looked to me, judging from pictures of other people, that they always have the same. So there's Scrooge, which is
so cool.
Yeah, so he's not anywhere really here, other than at Christmas. So they have Scrooge, and they had Mickey, and they had Piglet, which again normally you really only get at Crystal Palace, Disney World, or at the parties. And Tigger and Eeyore. And I have seen some pictures of Daisy or Pooh, so I guess it could be any kind of thing, but that's who we saw, and that seems to be mostly who's there. So that was it's a it's buffet breakfast thing. look at the food on the other one. But yeah,
it's worth it just for Scrooge and Piglet.
Yeah.
Piglet's so cute.
So that was that one. But then the big one that do you want me to talk about it, or because it's
I'll start the description and then you could talk about it.
Okay.
So at the Disneyland Hotel, they have a Sunday brunch. You can get dinner there every night, right?
Yeah, and they have just like regular characters, or like Mickey and Tigger, or like that kind of thing. Like nothing really special. Yeah.
But then on Sundays, they have a Sunday brunch. Every Sunday is a different theme. You used to be able to know what the theme was ahead of time, but apparently they just changed that, and now you don't know what the theme is until you go, which is kind of a little sad because it's very pricey, this brunch buffet. But again, if you're into characters, it's pretty much always going to be worth it, because not only are you more than likely going to get a rare character of some sort, but you're going to get the regular characters in really cool outfits that you're not going to see all the time. So, with that being said,
yeah. So we went twice. Yeah, I went twice. Yeah, whatever. So the first one we went to was a Cinderella themed. So they had Cinderella, and it was usually, I've heard it's Prince Charming. A lot of times they'll have the theme, and they'll do it like around maybe twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. So you might still get it. I don't know, but. It's usually like the prince, but it was Fairy Godmother we got, and then like Susie and Perla. But then the big thing was Gus and Jack. Cinderella. And we were dying. I was like, yes!
He's such a cute fat mouse.
He is.
He's so cute.
He is.
So they were really cute. And then they had usually it's like Mickey, Minnie. Chip and Dale, and then sometimes like it's Goofy. Like Goofy was there one time, but he didn't have anything special. And then like one time Donald was there and didn't have anything special. So, but usually like the 4 of them definitely are there, maybe sometimes more. And they're, like Tanya was saying, in really cute outfits. So like Minnie was in like this princess thing, and Mickey was a prince, and Chip and Dale were jesters, and they were completely different ones, and like the princess one's here. So it was really cute, and that was a great one. So we did that. And then the next weekend was Easter. And so usually their Easter one is Alice in Wonderland themed. So again, it was like Alice and Mad Hatter and White Rabbit and the Tweedles.
March Hare.
Wow.
Well, I was getting to the rare one, and the completely rare ones, yeah. It was March Hare and Cheshire Cat, which like...
And Duffy in it.
Oh, yeah. And like Cheshire Cat has been like one of my most wanted characters for like ever. So that was all exciting. And then, yeah, they had Mickey, Minnie, Chip and Dale were in like these blue outfits that they're from like the 15th anniversary, but they look very much like the Year of a Million Dreams outfits. So they were kind of that outfit. And then, yeah, Duffy was there, and it's like a springtime thing with like this really cute hat, and it was really cute. So that was yeah, from those 2 meals, I got 4 new rare characters and like 9 new outfits. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm good. Even though enter the park, I'm happy.
That's awesome.
It was really fun. And then apparently Easter Monday is a holiday in Europe. So they had the brunch on Easter Sunday, and then they also had the brunch on Easter Monday, which they don't do normally. So I got to go, because I had a later flight, to the Easter Monday brunch. And there I got Thumper and Miss Bunny, Goofy, Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, all in special outfits. Same thing with Chip and Dale. The 3 little pigs, Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps, and Chicken Little and Abby Mallard.
How fun!
That was fun. Their outfits are so cute. Like, even just like it's fun to meet Mickey and Minnie again, because they're in different they're in outfits that you're just like, I've never seen these outfits, and it's awesome. They pull out some stuff from the vault for these things. Like,
yeah,
they pull out some really cool stuff.
Like, I really like looking at Instagram just to see what they have each week. Like, just to see what their new outfits are, because they're really cute.
This buffet is $80, $90. It's really pricey, especially for not knowing the theme ahead of time. But it's worth it. It's worth it if you like characters.
4 new outfits, 4 new characters, 9 new outfits. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure. That's great. That's great. Is that all?
I also wanted to touch on that the hotels in the morning, there's a character at each hotel, Disney hotel in the morning. It's all the hotels, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all the hotels. And like we went to breakfast at the Disneyland Hotel once, and in the waiting area, like Goofy was just randomly meeting. We had characters that it's like one character each morning is at the hotel.
Yeah, they're not wearing anything special. Like they used to have specific to the hotel outfits, but then they actually got rid of all the characters and they just brought them back like about a month or so ago. But now they're just like the regular characters. So it's like Mickey. I know my friend was just staying at Newport, and he said Mickey was there, but like the line was always crazy. And because when we went, it was Goofy. There was like no line, so it was good. So I don't know if it depends on the time or not. But at our hotel, they had Pluto.
I think we had Goofy one time too. I don't remember. But yeah, a character usually at breakfast time, because they, at least at our hotel, and I feel like it's like this at the other hotels too. The breakfast at our hotel, like when you check in and stuff, they give you a breakfast time, and that's like your time, your whole trip. Like that's what time you have to eat breakfast at. If you're going to cruise. Yeah, like if you're going to eat there, and it's not sit down or anything, it's more like a continental breakfast sort of thing. Like you have to go at a certain time. And so like there'd be times where we were headed into the park like super early, like 6:30 in the morning, like we'd be waiting for the bus, and there'd be like a group going in for their breakfast time at like 6:30, and I was just like, ugh, like that is awful.
Yeah.
If you want that croissant in the morning, you get it at 6:30. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's, from what I could see, that's how it was, because we were with a group. We were able to go at any, like we had any time passed. Like if we could go and get breakfast at any time we wanted to. I don't know how you go about getting that, because our group did it for us. So if you're going to be staying at a hotel, like that's something to look into as far as breakfast on site, how that works, because I'm not entirely positive.
Right.
But yeah, so you can meet, that's wherever the breakfast area is, that's usually where the character meets.
Okay.
In the morning.
Cool.
But yeah,
very
I think that's
different.
it for the characters.
I feel like they had photo pass there.
Did they?
Too, actually.
I don't even remember going into the lobby to see the character that was at our hotel ever. I don't know. I can't remember.
You just know it was there. I'm sure that I mean, I know my Disney World trips, everything starts to blur together. All of my Disney trips.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep track of what happened on what day.
Yeah. It was a long trip. It was 10 days is a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts to blur together.
For sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and remind our listeners where to find us, Tanya.
You can find me at everymagicmoment.com and Tonya H666 on all social media.
Heather?
My character site is, and after all this, it's going to take me a long time to update, but my character site is heatherw.com/character. And my character site on Facebook is I Love Characters. And then everywhere on social media, I'm HeatherW25.
And I'm Stephanie Clay. You can find me at capturingmagic.me, and you can find Heather and Tanya there as well. And then you can also find me at modernphotosolutions.com, where I have some classes all about documenting and telling your story, and a brand new class about incorporating QR codes, videos, and other multimedia things into your photo books, chapbooks, project life pages, however you're documenting your life, using QR codes to incorporate that multimedia. So you can just scan the QR code and then it pulls up the video or whatever else. It's fun. I love it. It's one of my favorite techniques and tricks. So it's a very affordable class. You can find it at modernphotosolutions.com/QR codes. Thank you so much, girls. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time on Capturing Magic.